The MCAT is going to be probably the hardest test you faced up to this point. There are 4 sections, it's a time test, and medical schools use it as one of the single most important admissions criteria. I cannot overemphasize the importance of the MCAT. The absolute secret to doing well on the MCAT is overstudy. You cannot possibly study enough for this test. When you apply to medical school, generally they have a formula, and if not written, it's really how they gauge it, where they look at 3 things: the MCAT, your grades, and other things like community service, diversity, etc. Well, when you look at the 2 most important things, it's 40, 40, and 20, the MCAT equals all your grades. So that means every hour you spend in class, every hour you spend studying, every hour you spend preparing for your grades, all together equals that 1 score. So if you're a rational thinker, and most of us are, you would say, I should spend just as many hours on that 1 test as I do for all of college. So things that I would do, if I could do it again, I would take a review class early. I would take the books and materials from the review class and study them again and again and again. So by the time I actually got to the MCAT, I didn't see the materials once, I saw them 4 or 5 times. The MCAT, you can retake. You can retake it up to 3 times. That's the good news. The bad news is you can't get rid of your score, like in college in the ACT and the SAT. So your medical school is going to know what you got the first time. If you don't do a lot better, they're going to wonder why you took it again. If you do a lot better, they're going to wonder why you didn't do better to start with. And they may want to average your score. How can you make the next score better? Don't do things the same way, or you'll get the same score. Study a lot more. Find out what your weaknesses were. Take or retake a prep class and take it seriously. Take practice tests in a simulated environment. When you go to take the MCAT, there's not music or TV or food. You're in a quiet room. There's no sound. Have the same simulated conditions so that you're comfortable in that environment.